He's fucking going. Dusty Bogan here. Fucking got another bit of daily news for yous. Wait for some people to jump on board. Nah, I'm just going to fucking start my rant as usual. People will watch this shit later. Anyway, I had a bit of a fuck day. I swear, I couldn't sleep last night. I felt so good. Had such a great weekend. Thanks to the Revenge of the Sis and Scomo winning the election. What an awesome weekend. But yeah, I was sitting there going, trying to sleep, like, I better go to sleep. And I couldn't because I was so G'd up. Just a mad weekend. But yeah, we've got some shit news articles to read as always. Thanks for tuning in. 4 people. Yeah. Good enough for me. Where are these? I got these, some fucking celebrities are crying. Do you believe that? Typical, all the stupid lefties that they put into these media positions, right? And they're like, they think they have the fucking moral monopoly on life. You know what I mean? We have all the fucking answers. No one does. I don't have all the fucking answers. But yeah, anyway, let's fucking we'll have a chop at these articles and we'll see how left fucking sided all the bullshit is, as always. Here we go, have a crack. Australians are dumb, mean-spirited and greedy. Celebrity backlash after coalition's shock victory. As Yasmin Abdeel says, it will be a long 3 years until under Scott Morrison. So they're fucking calling us dumb and mean-spirited. What the fuck for? You know, I reckon if all these if fucking Bill Shorten had won, I'm pretty sure it's like, we'd just be like, oh, well, fucking move on. Who cares? I don't think conservatives cry like little babies when we lose, but these guys are bad. They're sore losers and they're bad winners. They should have called us stupid idiots because that word's been thrown around heaps and I'm really enjoying it. I'm loving it. So I'll keep fucking reading this. Sad and angry celebrities have shared their rage after Prime Minister Scott Morrison's shock victory. Well, you know how they keep going on, like, they all go on like, they're so fucking violent and aggressive, the radical left, aren't they? And here's like a great example. This journalist is like, these celebrities are fucking sad and angry. They're just like ruled. These are people who are they vote according to their emotions, and they're fucking, and that's the same way they just live their life. I didn't get what I want. They're throwing their fucking toys out of their cot, and I'm sad and angry. What a fucking tragedy. As the normal Australians just don't care. Sucked in. Television personality Meshul Laurie, I bet you I'm fucking saying all this wrong, let off a barrage of tweets airing in her disappointment over the coalition turn to power. Australians are dumb, mean-spirited and greedy. Accept it, she posted on Saturday night as the Labor Party clinched to a surprise victory. How the fuck are we greedy? Because we didn't want to Bill Shorten to tax the shit out of us. You're so greedy for wanting, like at the moment, 65 cents in every dollar that you earn will end back in the government pocket. And that's like, so you got your income tax, then you got to pay fucking land tax on your house, then you got to pay for your vehicle registration, then you got fucking GST on everything you buy at the supermarket. Then you got fucking fuel tax, cigarette tax, fucking alcohol tax, gambling tax. If you sell your car, you pay stamp duty on your car or your house. So fucking, there's so many taxes. We're fucking greedy because we don't want to pay any more taxes. Wake up, bitch. This bitch needs, like, she's a real fucking, she looks like she's pretty greedy around the fucking dinner table, if you know what I'm saying. And I bet you no one really watches this bitch. I think she's just like one of these Sheilas who are on the 7 is it the 7 p.m. project? I fucking stopped watching that show ages ago. It'd be so funny if I wonder how you would go if like fucking any of us were like start saying that they're dumb and mean spirited and greedy. Well, I reckon definitely think the fucking left are dumb. They're fucking stupid. They're ruled by their emotions. That's the sad thing about all this. They can't use their head. They just use the heart, and then it just doesn't outwork. It never outworks practically. You got to put the emotion to the side. It's called being a fucking adult. Jeez, they just keep saying the same fucking thing. Shortly afterwards, the comedian followed up by saying the only thing left to look forward to in Australia is Schadenfreude, a German word for getting pleasure from other people's misfortunes. What a fucking crazy mental bitch. I can't pronounce this word. I'm sorry. I suck at fucking pronouncing names and especially this is some German name. So she's a real fucking descendant from a Nazi. She's probably one of these, obviously the Nazis, they were national socialists. So she's a real socialist, this bitch. Don't know about a nationalist. She's probably for open borders. She just fucking thinks with my heart. She walks past all the fucking homeless people and people who are struggling and wants to just pump the country full of more people who we can't afford to help. Anyway, let's keep going. But she didn't stop there. A Twitter user replied to her saying, Labor got greedy with too much tax. Be honest with yourself. No one likes Shorten. Fuck yeah. So someone was straight on to this lolly. The project panelist, yeah, I was right, hit back saying, tax pays for everything outside your house, genius. It pays for hospitals you'll die in one day. Yeah, and there comes a point where we pay so much tax, you're like, we don't want to give you any more. You're doing a shit job. And there should be a certain amount of fucking personal responsibility, like Bill Shorten. The Greens, like I said yesterday, they're like, free dental. How much free shit do you want? And when do people take their own personal responsibility into account for life? Free. Everything should be free. Nothing's fucking free. Everything's paid for by hard-working fucking hard-working people. It's like the low-end people who are all on social welfare, they don't pay fucking nothing. All the middle class are the people who pay. The rich people, they just put all their money in fucking family trusts and they don't have to pay fuck all tax anyway. You know what I mean? So like she's like calling the fucking major majority middle class like you're a bunch of fucking idiots. What was the word she called us? Dumb or some shit. Pays for everything outside your home. Jeez. And then people have to, like, if you earn too much money in Australia, you have to, if you earn too much, they'll tax you more if you don't have private health insurance after they already tax the fuck out of you. Like, you're already paying. Anyway, I'll keep going. Here we go. Writer and broadcaster Yasmin, whatever the fuck her name is, she's some Muslim Sheila who was like, she left Australia and she's like, I'm fucking out of there. And then she went to London and then they got the shits with her and she came back. And they just gave this bitch her job back on some TV channel. Whatever her name is, declared that it's going to be a long 3 years in Australia if Scott Morrison is re-elected. Yeah, it's going to be a fucking 3 good years under Scomo because he's just gonna fucking leave things alone. Under Bill Shorten, we would have had triangle wheels. He was gonna reinvent everything. He's gonna reinvent the fucking wheel, and this is what your wheel would have looked like. It'd be like fucking dish, 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 driving down the road on a fucking triangle. That's how stupid these people are. They need to just leave things the way they fucking are. If it's not broken, don't fix it. You remember bloody Remember fucking Jordan Peterson? He's like, yeah, in life, he's like, it's kind of a miracle when things work. He's like, if things are working, just be like, all right, it's working. Leave it alone. Slowly walk away. Stop trying to fucking reinvent and change everything. What a fucking stupid bitch. And she dresses like she's born 2,000 years ago. Like, dressed like she's from fucking Arabia, from fucking walked straight off the fucking Aladdin musical set. And are we going to get anything more spicy out of this article? I don't think I am. I better don't think they can think in full circles. Yeah, that's right. Exactly, man. People with mental issues should be fixed. Fix their heads first. Yeah, fucking oath. And what else have we got in here? Some bitch from the Sunrise has said anything. Just hours earlier, she weighed in on... Is this the same bitch? Yeah, anyway, I'm fucking losing where I'm at. Do we want to keep going with this? Australia, if the LNP wins, we have decided to be a backward-looking country in a backwater. I wish I was in New Zealand, the novelist tweeted, whoever that bitch is. Some stupid idiot. Well, fucking piss off to New Zealand. We don't want you here. Outspoken author Clementine Ford didn't hold back on a Twitter either. Thinking of my son and his little friends and crying over the climate destroyed bullshit. World Australia voted are determined to leave him, the feminist writer wrote. It's funny they call her a feminist. She had the fucking hair dyes seeped into her brain and rotted it away. They're so concerned about global warming. They forget that we're only 25 million people. There's something like 6 fucking coal-fired power plants left in this nation. Whilst the rest of the world, I think it was 2,500 coal-fired power plants are fucking getting built around the world right now. In Australia, we have like real super clean coal. Like our coal is super high quality. So it's a really good thing that we're fucking exporting our coal to these countries, or else they'll be burning their own really shit low quality coal, which might have like a 30% more emissions. Like these people are detached from reality. Yeah, that's great. Thunder, whatever. Sorry, man. Just popped away. Yeah, that Clementine Fawn bitch, she's a piece of work. She did some talk at a local university near my house, but I was like, I'm just staying the fuck away from there. Just a bunch of brainwashed morons. And I think they like hoisted the LGBTQI fucking ABZDQA, whatever the fucking... The gay flag got hoisted above the university in solidarity to the 1% of Australians who we had to fucking roll out the glitterati carpet for and change everything our nation stood on, like the foundations of family and marriage. We had to trade in the truth for a lie. We had to change the definition of marriage to suit 1% of the nation. You know what I mean? What a fucking joke. Even though, like, I got some gays who are quite conservative, they're good people, gay mates who are real cool. I'm going to do an interview with my mate. He's called the alt-right faggot. And we're going to do a tour in this Catholic church because he's like a real staunch, awesome Catholic. And I was like, dude, let's do a fucking walk through. Tell me about it. So I'll be like, cool, I'll be like learning. I'll be going deeper into learning a bit about Catholicism and from this alt-right faggot. It's going to be real cool. I'll have to organise that for a few weeks' time. Yeah, so are we done with all these B-grade fucking personalities? They're all crap celebrities that no one cares about. And all these journalists, right, they're all freaking out. This is the biggest problem. Them shitty journalists are like, holy fuck, we're losing viewership. They're losing their viewers, right? They're losing their viewers. because there's so much alternative media going on. Like dudes like Dusty, fucking sitting around just having a bit of banter. All the alternative media, they're like freaking out. So what they do is they have to have these clickbaits, all these clickbait articles that are like, it's all spin, you know what I mean? And they're all freaking out because they're not getting the viewership, as many viewers, and they're losing the advertisement money. It's so funny. They can't compete with a dude with a $30 mic and a fucking, holy shit, I'm just going to have a crack. They can't compete, so they're freaking out. And all we have is shit B grade fucking, they're pretty much B grade journalists on that fucking 7 p.m. project. Or whatever the name of that show is, I'm never going to fucking watch anyway. Here we go. We got a bit of good news here. This is Malcolm Roberts posted this today on his Facebook. I thought we could read that. Election update. Senate counting is only 43% complete and only first preference have been counted. So early days. I'm currently listed ahead and in the 5th position for the 6th Senate spot in Queensland. Positive. Heck yeah. Malcolm Roberts is a legend. He's that little... I think the left made like some meme about him being like Skeletor from He-Man. And he's just like this little aggressive gremlin dude. But he's a mad dude. I've done heaps of interviews with him. One time we're at this rally in Brisbane. It was a anti-safe school rally where, that fucking program they were rolling out. Bill Shorten was trying to roll it out after the gay marriage vote. Remember they were like, yeah, we just want to change the definition of marriage so they can get married, and nothing else will change. And then next minute they're rolling out throughout all the public schools, fucking gender fluid, teaching kids that gender is fluid, that they can be a fucking boy or a girl, and change that 3 times in a day if they want. Well, yeah, Malcolm Roberts, he was at a rally, gender fluid rally, let's call that. It's called Safe Schools, the program. And the left always give all the things, they give it like some weird name that, like, if you're like, I fucking hate safe schools, they give it that name. So, like, if I say I hate safe schools, people are like, you're a monster. They don't understand that. That's why they give it them fucking names. You know what I mean? It's why when they were like, gay marriage, lovers love. And I was like, that's not very good. Soon Muslims will be saying, lovers love, I want polygamy. Because it's just a shit slogan to go and use. But they use these slogans, and if you like, they want you to make it hard for you to fucking, disagree with them or say it's wrong. But anyway, they had this program called Safe Schools, which was teaching kids gender fluid fucking bullshit. Malcolm Roberts did his speech, and Antifa is abusing the fuck out of him. And Malcolm gets down off the stage, he finishes his speech, he walks straight into a crowd of like 30 Antifa, and he's just like, hey, fucking on, I'll tell you guys. And he was just like trying to inform them and change their minds with like reason and debate. And I'm thinking, and he's just surrounded. They just fucking surrounded Malcolm. He's just like a little guy, but he's got giant balls. And I was like, that guy's fucking awesome. And it looks like Malcolm's back. What a fucking legend. So what is he saying? He's saying a few points. Number 1, Twitter is in a meltdown over my possible return to the Senate. So that's put a smile on my face. Point 2, the media has started to rehash all the same smears about me, so they must be confident of my return. Point 3, if elected, I'm ready to start serving you, the people of Queensland and Australia, immediately. I already have a strong team of people committed to serve beside me. We will hit the ground running. I fucking reckon he will. He's a little machine. In like every rally. So last year we were going to Ipswich Community Forum once a month. We went to every fucking rally, every show, when Penthouse was doing all them sweet shows like fucking Milo and Stefan Molyneux and Nigel Farage and all that. We're going to all them Little Malcolm's there. Little Malcolm's fucking everywhere. Every rally, every march, every community forum. Malcolm Roberts was there, and that's how I scored all them sweet interviews with him. He's a fucking legend. Okay, last point he had. Governance in our country is, I can't even pronounce this word, and I'm not going to try it. And I am committed to you, if elected, to make government to be answerable to the Australian people rather than voters be ignored. That's all he had to say. So yeah, he's a fucking legend, Malcolm Roberts. We got fucking some shitty article about Bill Shorten. Bill Shorten's promise to himself ended up being his biggest problem. I'll try fucking keep an eye on your comments, eh? 2 days after Bill Shorten lost the unlosable election, Billary, let's call him, questions are still being asked how Labor failed so badly. This is a typical fucking lefty article. Every poll pointed to a Labor victory before Scott Morrison turned. These questions are up. There we go. Just want to buy the good vape stuff from the big melon hot German biker chick. This fucking writing is so tiny for me to read off my tablet. You have to forgive me for how shit I am at reading your comments. One day I'll get my super chats up, but I think you have to like donate $2 and then your comment stays there. Here we go. Turnbull was responsible for gay marriage, a postal vote really as this is Africa. Yeah, it's bullshit. The candidate I was helping, right, at the election, he was an independent, Sandy Turner. He did a talk in Ipswich about the Australian Constitution, right? And he did all this cool shit, saying all this stuff, and I learned a fair bit, but he was saying how, like, if you want to change, in the Constitution, marriage was defined as between man and woman. And if you want to change the Constitution, you need to have a referendum, right? And so how they changed it, they used the fucking High Court, and they were like, they interpreted the Constitution and they fucking changed it. So technically that was against the Constitution. And every time it's like in our Constitution, you should have a fucking jury of 12 people. That's how you should be. That's a good thing about in our Constitution. If you're in court legally or abiding by the Constitution, you should have a jury of 12 there. And that's who will be determining your innocence or guilt. And that's something like, I think Malcolm Roberts was at that, he was actually at that talk, because Sandy and Malcolm get on, and Sandy was like, look, boys, I'm only running for the House of Representatives, so if you see One Nation or Australian Conservatives or fucking, I don't know about, he just said any Conservative you see, right, he's like, feel free to help them hand out their how to vote cards, because I'm only one independent running for the House of Representatives. So Sandy's a fucking top bloke. We helped One Nation too hand out how to vote cards. It was fucking sweet. So let's read this article. Every poll pointed to a Labor victory before Scott Morrison returned to power, with the coalition on track to form a major government. Mr. Shorten succession speech was a painful footnote for Labor supporters, drawing a line under Sunday's stunning loss. We are a resilient and proud movement, and we never give up, he told them. Sadness and disbelief prevailed in the room as nightmares came true. As the result came through, the crowd thinned out. Fucking sucked in, you stupid idiots. That's what you get for having shit policies. That's all it comes down to. People are over the PC. They're over the heart. Like, the Labor Party's been taken over by the fucking Greens. Let's face it. Let's fucking skip ahead a little bit here. Mr. Shorten may have provided a hint at why it went so wrong in his concession speech Saturday night. The test even began beyond victory which I set myself in a lead up to the election, was who gives a fuck? I want to hear him say Labor's ambition to reform program failed to win support with the party bleeding votes in Queensland, New South Wales and Tasmania. Ha ha ha, sucked in. The Labor Insider told News.com Saturday night that booths with voters dominated by those aged 65 plus pushed Labor with double-digit swings against the party. So what are they saying? Older people voted against them. Anyway, I think has everyone fucking heard enough of this stupid Bill Shorten? He's done now. Hope that's the last I ever have to read of this stupid idiot. I'm done. Labor, here we go. Labor could never quite shake questions about how much its climate policy would cost the Australian economy. Fucking way too much. Of course it was going to cost way too much. He's so stupid. I have a plan. I had a fucking plan. I reckon, imagine if they were like, the NBN was $55 billion. Imagine if they were like, we've got $55 billion we're going to give out in interest-free loans, and you could fucking go buy solar hot water, fucking rainwater tanks, solar panels for your roof, batteries for your fucking solar. Even, they need to do electric car conversions. I reckon, like, fuck importing electric cars. We should be able to just... I've seen a dude on YouTube. He reckons he converted his car to electric for like $5,000. If he can do it for $5,000, you could fucking roll out like mass production. Fucking bring your car in for a week and get a $5,000 interest-free loan, and your car will be converted to electric. No more fuel bills. Like, surely your power bill will go up, but they should just be like, here's $50 billion. We are going to issue out in interest-free loans that you can fucking buy renewable energy stuff for your home or business. And once people pay it back, they just keep issuing more loans. That $50 billion would be there for eternity, constantly investing into that people. And what I like about this plan, this is my shitty plan. I might talk to Malcolm Roberts about it. And then you're like, how the fuck are you going to get $50 billion? Well, they probably spend heaps of fucking money. They probably spend $50 billion on all this climate action shit, giving money to the UN. Claw all that back, and I reckon you'll get your $50 billion pretty quick. What I like about a plan like that is, like, I like being self-sufficient. I would love my house to go fucking off the grid. You know what I mean? That's why I would like that plan. I'll be like, I don't want to have to rely on fucking... I would love to be able to run off my own water, my own power, and have my own fuel or fucking ability to manage my fucking transport needs. Be self-sufficient. That's what I like. I reckon that would be a fucking brilliant idea. Imagine that. Dusty, that wombat Alex is responsible for all the Australian something. Fucking missed it. The only problem with store-bought electric cars is I fucking missed it. I reckon conversion, like electric, if you type into YouTube, there's people in Australia and New Zealand who have built like electric cars, electric fucking engines, put them in with batteries, and like a simple fucking plug in a power lead, charges it up, and they do it for fucking dirt cheap. Like, if they had a mechanic shop tomorrow that I could take my ute and be like, $5,000, and it gets me fucking, makes my battery, my fucking full engine conversion, I'd be laughing. We might be a bit off it yet, but you got to use the private sector, and fucking competition, innovation will drive down the costs. And like, these stupid lefties are so like, they want to destroy the planet. They have no fucking heart about climate change. Well, all of us don't like pollution. Just stop going on about climate change, right? Where 25 million people are not going to solve the fucking world's issues, right? All we can do is look after, we want to be responsible. I think we should be driving it as like, hey, here's some great opportunities where you can invest and bring down your cost of living. You can invest in solar power, solar hot water, or fucking electric car conversion or fucking rainwater tanks and bring down and be self-sufficient. You don't have to rely on, you don't have to fucking rely on, be plugged into the fucking water main or the fucking power main. That would be awesome. I would love that. I'm all for being self-sufficient and saving money. Because what's the point if you got thousands of dollars in the bank? What's the point? Like, you're going to be like, what are you going to put in the offset account, offset it on your mortgage, save fucking 3.8%. You're going to put it in savings, what do they give you? 2.7% for savings? What are you going to put it in the share market and fucking fingers crossed that it comes back? Well, you could just buy fucking solar panels on your roof, spend $3,000, and I'm telling you what, that would pay itself off. Probably going to get a 20% return annually on $3,000. It's actually a pretty good investment. That's what I did. I reckon it's actually, when are you going to get a 20% return on fucking shares? If there's shares going that you know of that give an annual 20% return, I'll fucking buy them tomorrow. But they don't exist. Investing in solar on your roof is good. So you can push this shit in a capitalistic way. It's like, here, take the money you've worked hard for, fucking invest it and make money yourself. Anyway, I'm talking shit here. Let's find another fucking article to have a read of, eh? And I'll try keep an eye out. Get this shit. You won't believe it. New York state politicians are proposing a ban on street texting. How fucking stupid. This is the ultimate PC, political correct nanny state. Wrap them up in fucking cotton wool and bubble wrap. The little darlings are fucking tripping over their own 2 feet. We must be fucking stupid. New York's a great city. It's a beautiful city. I had a great time when I went over there. Any crazy stories? I got some crazy stories. I was at a bar in New York City, right? We went to church. We went to Hillsong Church in New York. I don't know if you're familiar with it. There's this pastor there, Carl Lance. He always gets on the fucking news. He's actually all right. He's kind of like fair and balanced. He sticks to the conservative Christian worldview, but he's quite like compassionate. And he gives good answers when he's put under the pump by the stupid media. I guess he's like come familiar with that tactics. But anyway, we went to Hillsong Church, and then we went out to some bar in Hell's Kitchen, and there was a dude. I was at the bar, some big fucking jacked African American dude. I was like, he looked like he was real fucking sad. And I was like, "You right, dude? What's going on?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm a veteran, and like I've been training to be a firefighter." And he's like, "And I just failed my exam. I failed the fucking some part of it." I was like, "That's fucking shit, dude." And I think I like bought him a drink. And I was like, "Anyway, dude, thanks for serving," because he was a veteran. And I was like, "Thanks for serving, dude." And we were chatting. He's like, "Oh, fucking," he reckons after 9/11 happened, he was 18. He went straight to the military. I was like, "You're a fucking legend." And then, right, we're sitting there having a drink, and the bouncer came up. Another African American dude. He's like fucking 7 foot. He looked like Shaquille O'Neal. And he was like standing over our table, and he like had his hand over my mate's missus, and we're all like, "What the fuck? This is weird." Didn't invite the guy to talk to him. He's just standing there. Next thing, the fucking dude trying out for the firefighters fucking punched the fucking big black dude, the big fucking other black dude, so 2 black dudes. And then I was like, what the fuck just happened here? And I'm thinking like, because had a mad chat and shouted that dude a beer or a whiskey, I can't even fucking remember. I was half pissed. I think because I was nice to him, he seen that dude like trying to stand over us, and he fucking stood in and punched the dude. So it was like some fucking jacked African American veteran firefighter who was fucking huge, like buff, but he wasn't tall. And the other dude was just a fucking giant. And I was like, holy shit. It was cool. That's a tangent of a fucking story. I was pretty pissed, so yeah, good fun time. Here we go. So I haven't even fucking read one thing about it. That was just a tangent about New York City. Yeah, thanks, mate. These stories are fucking dead set true, eh? And then last night, me and my missus, we were like, what do I do? I fucking bought a hard drive. I put all my fucking photos and videos on my hard drive. And then I was like, sweet, I'll delete all it from my fucking laptop. And then somehow my missus like plugged the hard drive back in and fucking deleted it all off the hard drive. She's like, I'm so devastated. We lost all our photos and videos. I'm like, but that's all right, babe, because we're going to create fucking new memories. That's like one thing I've been really good at in life. Just having adventures, meeting new people, meeting new friends. And I'm fucking certain I don't give a fuck about that terabyte of photos and videos. I don't give a shit. And it sucks, but because I ripped a few videos off this YouTube, and I was like, oh, they're pretty. And then I ripped them all off, and then I'm like, oh, they were pretty shit. So I'll just delete them off my YouTube channel. So now they're permanently gone. If you'd notice, I did take a few of my videos off. Some of the like real shit ones. I was like, fuck, you must have been. I was working 2 jobs the last 2 years, so sometimes I'd be so fucking buggered, and I'll be like, I haven't done a video. I'll just fucking do one anyway, even though I feel like shit. And the quality of me just fucking ranting absolute nonsense and talking like I'm on fucking like, oh, like a zombie. Because I was a zombie. I was fucking tired. Quit my second job since I fucked my finger. I was like, that's it, I'm done. Anyway, let's get into this story because I fucking tangented out on that, haven't I? A proposed state law would slap stiff fines on pedestrians who text and email on their phone while crossing the street. And frustrated motorists are already tooting their horns in support. Jesus Christ. You can get fined for jaywalking in Australia. I think people jaywalk everywhere, and it's like one of these stupid laws that they bring in a stupid law, and the cops are probably like, oh, we don't even want to fucking enforce it. Some stupid lawmaker has created another fucking layer of bubble wrap to protect, the nanny state. Full effect protecting us. I wonder if some cunt got run over. The world always invents a bigger idiot. That's the problem. We live in a world and you're like, we'll fucking create these rules and it will safeguard us from some idiot doing something stupid. You create all these rules and then the world creates a bigger idiot and then you create more rules. You know what I mean? That's why when you read the Old Testament and you're like, in the Old Testament, they're like, if someone rapes someone and a baby's born, the rapist has to stay with the woman and father the child. And people are like, that's fucking disgusting. I can't believe the law of Leviticus, the law of Moses has it in there. And you're like, yeah, don't you see? They had the same system. They had a fucking pretty simple, probably legal system. And then the world created a bigger idiot and they had to create more laws. And then a bigger idiot arose and they had to create more laws. And you're like, some of these cases are like 0.01%. But now you have to fucking, so 1% of the world are major fucking stupid idiots. And now we all have some stupid law that makes us all seem retarded. Don't worry, we read the Old Testament, you're like, that makes no fucking sense. That's stupid. But they're going to look back at us and read this law about fucking jaywalking whilst texting and getting fines, and they'll be like, they were fucked. Imagine them fucking idiots. That's what's going to happen. So we can't. Do you get my gist? Yeah, I've been to Europe. I went. I think I took my wife there. I think she was 20 or 21. I think for her 21st, I took her to London, Amsterdam, and Paris. It was fucking great. Yeah, I'll keep reading this. There will be a green light and people will still be texting in the middle of the street. Are you fucking joking me? This is how stupid the world's getting. Still, yeah. Cabbies, blah, 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 complained to the Post while waiting near New York Penn Station on Thursday. I stopped so I didn't hit the person, then I get a $110 ticket for stopping at a green light. I'm sick of it. Yeah, there you go. So if you, yeah, like you're driving, you're like, oh, fuck, if I keep driving, I'm going to run this guy over. Better stop. And then the cop gives you a fine. So now they're going to fine you for stopping, and then they're going to fine the dude for texting. So you're both fucked. And then if you run the dude over, you're going to jail. Jesus. Do you believe it? Do people, you can't fucking make this stuff up. The law will impose fines of $25 to $50 on the first-time offenders, while death wish texters who stride right back into the pedestrian crossing and repeat the offence within 18 months will be hit with a fine as high as $250. The proposal is still in committee in both the state Senate and Assembly, but the idea is already on a collusion course with pedestrians who seemingly believe texting in traffic is their God-given right as New Yorkers. Fucking oath, mate. Do you remember when Pokemon Go was a thing? That was fucking epic, man. That was sick. I was sitting there. At the time, I was at my last church. We were doing youth, and we had heaps of other youth leaders living with us. And so I come home like, boys, what the fuck's going on? They're like this. And you hear the Pokemon Go music, like, ding, ding. I forget the music. It was pretty sweet, but and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, they're like, we're playing Pokemon Go, man. I'm like, sweet, I'll download it. And then we're like, let's go for a walk. And we start going for a walk around the neighborhood. One of the houses down the road, they thought we were like sussing them out, like scoping their house out, like we were going to break in. Like, and this lady walked out. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? You've walked past my house 5 times. And we're all like, we're playing Pokemon. We're like fucking grown men playing fucking Pokemon Go. And then there's like a local lake. Everyone walks around it, right? We went down to the local lake. We ended up going down there every second night. And even at 10 o'clock at night, there was literally like 1,000 people fucking sitting around the lake, walking around, playing Pokemon Go. It was fucking sick. And the relevance of that is we were fucking dead set walking like this. I bet you someone fell in the lake. Guarantee it. But they didn't have to pass a fucking law for the Pokemon Go users. Anyway, I think I'm done with that article too. What else have we got? I'm going to go click onto Google and I'm going to fucking... Here we go. Israel Folau. Let's check this shit out. Israel keeps popping back in the news. Yeah. Israel Folau chooses against appeal following Rugby Australia contract termination. If you're fucking Americans, this Pacific Islander dude, he's a full-grown fucking Aussie cunt. He drinks VB in the morning, VB long neck in the morning. We're claiming him. He's a dead set legend. He's not a Pacific Islander. He's Aussie now. But yeah, he did some post about like some Christian post like gays, drunkards, homophobes, people who fucking get angry or whatever are all going to hell unless they repent. And then he's been sacked from the National Rugby League. And apparently he's saying Israel Folau's elected not to appeal against Rugby Australia decision to terminate his contract following his breach of the player code of conduct, but court action remains a possibility. Folau 4-year contract worth $4 million was torn up by blah, 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 blah. He had until midday today to appeal against the decision, although he is reportedly considering taking the case to the Supreme Court. What a fucking mad dude. Some cashed up fucking Aussie, Pacific Islander Aussie, who's probably got plenty of fucking... He had a $4 million contract, so I reckon he could take it all the way. Take it to the Supreme Court, Israel. Fight for freedom of religion. What an absolute legend. If there's a GoFundMe, I'm fucking chipping in on that. And my missus was like, you need to stop swearing on your show. I seen it and I was, you swore so much. It was disgusting. And I thought, man, I was counting how many times I was swearing on the show. Like a few weeks ago, I was trying to cut it down, and I couldn't. God help me. Just pray for me. Pray that I cut down the swearing. I could count them out. Someone should just be like, "That's number fucking 10, Dusty. You just did it again." Pokemon Go was probably an experiment to see how stupid people are. Well, I was doing it. I jumped on the bandwagon. Some of these things are like, I swear to God, it's like, when you're a kid. I don't remember if when you're a kid in primary school, and it's like yo-yos are in, like fucking yo-yos. Everyone's got yo-yos, and you're like, I need a yo-yo. Mum and Dad, I need a fucking yo-yo. Let me mow the lawn. I need $10. I'm getting a yo-yo. And you jump on the yo-yo bandwagon because that's what everyone's doing. You know what I mean? It's like the kids are playing fucking soccer. I want to play rugby. You got to play soccer, mate. Get it. Jump on the bandwagon. Have a crack. Get in with fucking pop culture. It's good for you. It's fun. You know what I mean? I only remind myself to do this. It's like if you go to a fucking shitty R&B club and they're like, you just go with it, mate. Or if you're at a rock club and you're like, fucking, just go with it. Life's too short to be too serious about this stuff, but I know they were like, Pokemon Go is like GPS tracking everyone. Well, here's a fucking news flash for you. My mate some dude I'm in a chat with, he's like, yeah, I work for Telstra, and he's like, I got a new position, and he's like, yeah, I didn't realize this, but all of our phones track us within every 4 days. You get tracked constantly everywhere you go with up to a meter of where you were the whole time. And every 4 days it gets deleted. So if you like do some fucking criminal activity, the police can go to your phone provider and be like, we need to know everywhere Dusty was the last 4 days. And like, luckily enough, it might be like, hopefully it's within that 4 days. It might be 4 days, and it gets deleted. This is what they reckon. So yeah, they're tracking us anyway. So get over it. What can we do? Phones are so addictive. We voluntarily know all the crap that they're doing. So, we can't complain. It's like fucking, yeah, there's fluoride in the water. What are you going to fucking do about it? Go get a water filter. Stop complaining about it. Don't be like the vegans, like the militant vegans who are like, you're destroying the fucking planet by eating meat. Meat production and farming and fucking transportation and food processing is the biggest pollution cause on the fucking planet. And it's like, well, stop eating meat and stop fucking whinging about it. I've got heaps of Hindu mates, like Hindu dudes at work. Worked with heaps of Hindus over the years. You know what? They're vegans. And you don't even hear about it. You see it like once a year. There's like a work barbecue and they just fucking eating, or the boss gets them a vegan fucking pizza. And they don't make a big deal about it. And the only reason you fucking know is because you're like filling your plate up like a fucking idiot, like meanding it up, and you're like, ugh, eating it. And you look at our plate, you're like, you all right, mate? And he's like, oh no, I'm a vegan. And that's about as far as it goes. And we gotta like learn from the fucking Hindu vegans on this one. We can't complain too hard. Here's another fucking article that's interesting. Jihadi John made Western ISIS prisoners fight each other in WWE style Royal Rumble. What a fucking mental case. Apparently Chris Jericho and Cody Rhodes are making their own wrestling company. Jericho's a fucking legend. I heard he's got like 100-episode contract with Fox News, and it's going to be on Monday nights. So it's going to be pretty cool. I don't know if you follow the wrestling. I know it's fake, but it's fucking entertaining. Pokemon Go's fake, but it's entertaining, and we fucking did that. You sit down and you watch fucking action movies, don't you? That's fake. We know it's fake. We still watch it. It's fucking entertaining. Anyway, I reckon the headline's enough of that. I don't even want to read about these stupid, radical fucking ISIS people. I don't want to give them a minute of my day. Let's face it. I was sick of reading about Bill Shorten. Give me something spicy to fucking read. Nah. Here we go. Anything good? Nothing. I've got nothing, mate. Bang, bang, bang. Here we go. Nah. Sorry, guys. Here's a spicy one. Donald Trump. Geez, you got to put up with a lot on this channel, don't you? Donald Trump threatens Iran as tensions heighten in the Middle East. US President Donald Trump has ramped up the war of words with Iran with a tweet that warned if Iran wants to fight, that will be the official end of Iran. And like, Iranian people are not bad. I've met a few Iranians in my day, and generally they get to Western countries and they're like, holy shit, I want to become a Christian. Or they don't even sound like that. That's how Indians sound. But yeah, in general, they just want to fucking, they're over it. There's probably like a certain amount of radicals over there, but for the most part, I think, I had one Iranian dude at our church and he had like big fucking scars down his arm. He reckons he got tortured in prison over there and then he fled. He was an asylum seeker before we put up the offshore detention. That's been a huge success and stopped these fucking illegal immigrants. You should learn from Australia, the rest of the world. But here's the thing. He could have been bullshitting. He was a bit cunning. He was a cool dude. He was pretty funny. And we got on. He was like Borat. And he became a Christian. And he was just like a good, normal dude. I'd like go and I didn't go for beers with him, but I'd fucking go for a beer with that dude. He was all good. But he may have bullshitted his way to get here. I've met a heap of these refugees and immigrants who, after a while, you talk to them, and the trust level goes up. Like, oh, I fucking think you're all right, Dusty, eh? And they start spilling their guts to you and telling you the truth of how the fuck they get here, and you're like, Jesus, mate, you are a fucking cunning piece of work. They do whatever the fuck they can get here, but they're not genuine refugees. You know what I mean? There's probably some poor bastard who is a fucking genuine refugee, but a lot of these cunning pricks who just jump the queue, they're not genuine. They just fucking, they just they just watch Western TV or movies and they're like, fuck, I want to have a crack at that. That's pretty much the extent of it. Anyway, I reckon I'll fucking wrap this up before I get on the hour. We get the idea. Donald Trump will fucking bomb the shit out of them. Iran, don't do it. It won't be good for yous. Wherever America goes, they just fucking bomb the fuck out of yous. And then they just hit the road and get the fuck out of there when it suits them. So it's not a good idea. As if they give a fuck. They love it. America loves it. They make a heap of fucking money off war. People are like, yes, I'm going to buy fucking shares in the bullet factory. Do it, Iran. They don't give a fuck. And I think the American soldiers are just like, hoorah. They're like fucking, they love it. Some people love fighting. These are the people, there's like a certain percentage of every population who wants to fucking have a fight. And they join the army probably and they're just like, let's fucking do it. They're keen. It's not fucking worth it, Iran. We've got way better technology. We're just going to bomb the fuck out of your country. And, you can have your little fucking gay resistance after a while, but it's not going to be fucking nice. War is fucking disgusting. Shit. Won't be good. Listen to my Vietnamese mates at work who have been through it all. And my other mate from fucking Serbia, he doesn't even like, or Croatia, wherever, Yugoslavia. He doesn't even like it when we go to paintball and we come back and we're like having a fucking laugh. We're like, look at the fucking welts all over me from the paintball. And he's like, you boys should not be joking about this war. It is not a fucking joke. And he just has a little fucking meltdown. And like, I'll be like, sorry, mate, I didn't realise. And he'd be like, it is no joke. And he gets a little fucking emotional. I'm like, holy fuck, man. That's the truth. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'll fucking catch Ez. And tomorrow I'm going live with my mate fucking Shane O'Brien. He's just moved from Tasmania. He's the cameraman. You would have seen I've got a fucking video when I went to Stefan Molyneux and Lauren Sutherland when they came to town. Shane was my cameraman, and he got all that mad footage. I think we got like 4,500 views on that. It's like my biggest viewed video. So Shane helped me do that, and he helped me do a few pro-life rallies. It was me and Shane. It was me and Shane when Trump got elected, and Shane would just come around. We'd just get on the piss, and we'd just drink, and we'd watch all them mad. You know, there was like them. It was like 300. You know, Spartans, and they just edited Trump's face on it, and we'd just watch all them. We'd just drink piss and watch all them, and watch all these mad fucking. That's how we found like Bass Stickman and all the Proud Boys videos, and we're like, what the fuck? And then we looked it up. And we're like, holy fuck, Proud Boys is a real thing in Australia. And then we just signed up. And we're like, yeah. And we just went and had fucking so much fun. So Shane's a legend. He's just moved down to Tassie. He's going to be my Tassie guy. So when any shit goes on in Tasmania, I'll be like, yo, fucking Shane, bro. Tell me what's fucking up. He's a real good laugh. So we'll do a fucking live chat tomorrow. I got a new webcam, so I'll see how that fucking goes. Expect me to probably pull that shit together at around fucking, I think Shane said 6, so it'll be this time tomorrow night. Fucking tune in for a bit of banter, and we'll find out how Tasmania's gone, and we'll hear about Shane's journey. And it's going to be pretty cool. He's a mad dude. I always fucking ring him when I got a spare minute and we have some good banter. So cheers, thanks for fucking listening, Thanks for listening to my rants and being patient with me. Cheers, everyone.